Random hamster. Alright, so I'm really excited for Season 22 to kick off, and I really want you to be as well. So here are a couple of things that might pique your interest about next season. Oh, and by the way, really quick, did you guys see the new leaks for the third subclass? I mean, some images leaked the other day, and I know they're a bit blurry, but with just under 40 hours left for the reveal stream happening, hey man, it could be real. That's totally besides the point. Anyways, the first change that's going to be coming next season is going to be the returning exotic missions that other players who are probably new to the game haven't really experienced yet. This being Vox Obscura, which awards the Dead Messenger, and the Dead Man's Tale exotic mission, as well as the Revision Zero exotic mission. These will also get legendary and master difficulties, and I'm not gonna lie man, Master Vox Obscura is gonna give a lot of you guys back shots and y'all aren't ready for it. Did you pray today? Anyway, some other seasonal loot that you guys might have missed out on, including myself, is also gonna be making a return from the exact missions that correspond with the season that came out with them. These being Vox Obscura having things like Callus Mini Tool and Nezarek's Whisper, as well as Season of the Chosen armor, and the Revision Zero mission having Ikelos weapons, so things like the sniper, the SMG, and the shotgun. And if you're thinking like me, you're gonna be running a bunch of Vox Obscura for those red borders. And if you're also like me, you're gonna want to go after the Ikelos SMG. Following that, the DMT and the Dead Messenger are going to be getting new perks, and they're going to be able to be crafted. And it really only takes one red border drop for these weapons to be crafted, because I guess they're exotics, so you know, you won't have to run the same mission once per week until you get the final red border. And I do believe that on a harder difficulty, once you complete it the first time, it's going to award you that red border that you need. However, don't quote me on that. If I got it wrong, let me know in the comments. Next up is going to be the new raid. Now, this is one of either 4 that could possibly even be in the game next season. That being Crota's End, Scourge of the Past, Leviathan, or Wrath of the Machine. And I guess if we do some educated guessing, it's likely going to be Crota's End, which, you know, of course, I'm not mad at, because it's likely going to have new mechanics, seeing as though this was seen as the easiest raid back in D1. I never did it, by the way, so once again, don't quote me on that. However, I do think that this would be a really good raid to have into the game, because I feel like a lot of people really want Necrochasm to come back. I guess out of all the remaining raids that I guess exist, which is literally just 2 more from D1, Necrochasm being the raid exotic and its reintroduction into the game could indeed give us a new archetype to work with as for auto rifles. Now, as for whether or not it's going to be viable in game, and for things like Nightfalls, and whether or not it's going to be worth giving that exotic slot up for, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be Strand, which if that's the case, maybe, I don't know. I could see something where the Necrochasm explosions cause like tangles to pop up, or maybe it'll cause some sort of reaction where the targets nearby the localized explosion will either be severed or tangled up with the Strand strings thing. Fucking, you know what I'm talking about. Bungie, please hire me. Moving on to PvP, there's going to be a new map called Multiplex. It's going to be Vex themed, and there's also going to be a new game mode called Checkmate, which is going to be more gunplay focused as opposed to ability spam. And also, this is just like a kind of random side note, but I remember I was playing Destiny with one of my friends earlier, and we just randomly looked up my account for some reason, and supposedly I was like top 2% in Team Scorched. Yeah, that's right, I know, I'm basically the MC. Cammy Cakes is utter hogwash when compared to me. Lastly, there's going to be a bunch of new ritual playlist weapons, including some from Trials. Actually, the ones from Trials are already in the fucking game, so I don't know why I said that. Fucking Igneous Hammer again. But there's going to be an increased drop rate for the playlist engrams, and you'll also be able to focus those weapons at the beginning of the season as opposed to later on in the season. And also, if you watch the past like 2 videos that I made, I went over the fact that Joe Blackburn mentioned that there was going to be an Eververse armor set, and this also could be coming in Season 22. Finally, Monte Carlo Catalyst. I don't have anything to say about that one except for Gun Go Stab. I still think it should have been Thorn. Anyways, those are some changes that are going to come with the next season, and of course on top of that we're going to get the reveal for the final shape, which, you know, steadily building up hype for. You know, I'm just kind of climbing the ladder, you know, just I'm dipping my toes, you know, just dipping my toes just a little bit into the hype pool. I'm not fully submerged yet. Don't get me wrong, Bungie's not getting shit from me until I see that reveal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.